Hello, today we're going to be making some Tsubame Sanjo Ramen out of beef flavored instant ramen. The ingredients that we are using today are 1/2 white onion, 1 white mushroom, 1 clove of garlic, broccoli, green onions, 2 eggs, sliced ginger root, sliced pork, 2 packets of beef flavored instant ramen, butter, and a variety of spices for the broth. We're going to boil 5 cups of water along with the spices and seasoning packet that comes with the instant ramen. We're also going to throw in 2 tablespoons of butter and about 1/2 cup of milk and a splash of soy sauce as well. To cook the pork chops, I'm going to use pure virgin olive oil, and I'm going to set the frying pan to about medium heat. Add about a tablespoon of olive oil and let that get some heat while you get your meat ready. Now, while the broth is boiling, we're going to fry our pork chops. As we can see, meat on the outside is starting to brown a little bit. And we are going to continue cooking this until it is cooked completely through. By now, the meat all has a consistent color on the outside and on the inside. And if you're unsure whether or not the pork is done cooking, you can take a strip off, put it on the cutting board, and cut open the middle. And if the middle is the same color as it is on the outside, a nice sort of brownish gray, it is fully cooked and it is ready to be drained on paper towel and set aside so we can prepare the rest of our ingredients. Now that the pork is done, we can move on to the next stage with preparing the rest of the broth. In this step, we're going to be adding butter, onions, and anything else that we want to add to the base of the broth. Now we are going to add the thinly sliced onions and the mushrooms to the broth. Right now, I'm doing thin slices of green onion. This will add as a garnish for the dish when we're done. And we're going to slice up about 2 to 3 stalks of green onion. After you've finished up slicing up the green onions, we're going to move on to the ginger root. We're going to be doing very thin carvings. So, take off a little bit and start thinly slicing. After you get done slicing, you'll be able to go back and do thinner slices. But it all just depends on how thick you want the slices of ginger to be on top of your ramen, because this is all to taste. Now that we've got the green onion sliced finely, and the ginger as well, we're moving on to our other vegetables that we're going to add towards the end. Now this is completely optional, but you can add green beans, as I'm going to do. But the next step is to add the instant ramen into the broth. Now that the noodles are about done, we're going to go ahead and add the broccoli and the green beans. And we're going to immediately take it off of heat, as we're going to add the battered eggs afterwards. Now that we've taken the noodles and the rest of it off the heat, we are going to add the egg along with the sesame seeds and the soy sauce and milk. Now the key to this is we're going to pour it in slowly, and we're going to gradually mix in the egg with the rest of the broth. Now I know this may sound gross, but it is actually delicious, and I would not make my ramen any other way. And if you do it correctly, the egg should not start to cook, and it should go nicely with the broth. Now I've already went ahead and added the pork, but the last step is to add the rest of the broth and garnish it with green onions and a dash of ginger. Now I would go really light on the fresh ginger, and that is how you make Tsubame ramen.